People who have dealt with Pete know that he is a really nice guy in real life. Lately, Pete has been obsessed with a movie called Roadhouse. In the movie, the protagonist always uses roundhouse kicks to fight for justice. With these powerful legs, the protagonist punishes a lot of bad guys. Pete really admires the way the protagonist solves problems, and decides to imitate the scene where the protagonist shows off in a bar. Later, when Pete went to buy a hamburger, the staff just reminded him that he was $1 short. Pete thought he was in trouble, so he used a roundhouse kick to smash the window. Since then, Pete has been running wild in the small town. When driving, he just kicks casually with both feet, and the car can make a 90-degree turn. However, Brian warns him that there are a lot of curves on this road. But Pete doesn't listen. As a result, he crashes his car. Brian quickly gets out of the car to check the situation. Fortunately, the female driver of the car in front is not injured. Seeing this, Brian suggests that everyone celebrate. That night, he goes to the female driver's house with flowers. However, when the door opens, a woman named Rita appears. It turns out that she is the female driver's mother. Unfortunately, the female driver went out for dinner with someone else half an hour ago. Rita says that there are always young guys asking her daughter out. Brian makes an excuse that he is here to handle car insurance.
Is that your condom?
Facing this awkward situation, the experienced Rita takes the initiative to help defuse it. She says that if Brian doesn't mind, she can go on a date with him instead of her daughter. During the conversation, Brian really appreciates Rita's maturity. She always helps Brian solve his troubles like an elder sister. Soon, they talk until late at night. Then they go back to Brian's house. Brian takes Rita to his room and drives his dog Jowsy out of the room to the front door. Early the next morning, Brian is about to drive Rita home when he happens to meet Lois's mom, who is making breakfast. After they talk, Lois tells the truth. This woman looks quite old. Everyone starts to criticize Brian, saying that his behavior is inappropriate. But Brian thinks age doesn't matter. He invites Rita to his house. He thought Rita's intellectual beauty would make his family accept her. But when the Griffin family talks, they are always making sarcastic remarks about Rita's age. Finally, Rita can't stand it anymore and runs back home, slamming the door. Seeing this, Brian quickly comforts Rita, saying that age doesn't mean anything at all. If he could, he would propose to Rita right now. Just then, Rita's daughter comes back.
Yo, Rita, you want in on this?
No thanks, we just got engaged.
At night, Brian stays at Rita's house. While they are sleeping that night, they suddenly hear a sound of a bone breaking. After going to the hospital for an examination, it is found that Rita can no longer get out of bed. So Brian takes care of her day and night. Gradually, Brian starts to feel bored. He thinks about Rita's figure and then looks at those young girls. He feels that he really can't continue this kind of life. He confesses to Rita that he has cheated and completely ends this relationship.